Okay, guys, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What about others? Good morning,
Good
guys.
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sure.
Okay, guys, so let's proceed with the class. See, guys, in the previous class, we had seen something about software. If not exactly what's the software and other things, at least we saw in general what is a software and how we can differentiate the types of softwares. So, software is of two types. First one is application software, and the second one is system software. So first one is application software or system software. So application software, like we had seen the examples like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, Swiggy, Zomato, Ola, Uber. So those are all the application softwares, and which are meant or which were designed only for a particular application. Next, we have the major thing, guys. We have the system software. So, system software, the best examples are the OS, that is operating system of our devices. For mobiles, we have the Android, iOS, Windows. Nokia mobile still uses Windows only. It did not shift to this one, Android. It did not shift to Android. That is the reason why it failed in the market. Earlier, it was a ruler in the market, but because of the operating system, that is, it did not shift to Android. That's the reason why it did not click much. The mobiles like Samsung, Poco, Oppo, these mobile companies clicked off late. Earlier, the entire system was ruled by Nokia only. So earlier it was everything was ruled by Nokia only. So because of the operating system, that is Android, which changed the entire usage of mobiles, the smartphones. So next, let us see, guys, what is a computer? First of all, like how you can define a computer. Computer is an electronic device. It's not a mechanical device, of course. It's not a physical physics department. It's not physics department, or it's not electrical department, or it's not mechanical or civil department. So first of all, what's a computer? Computer is nothing but it's an electronic device, right? Will you people agree? Is computer electronic device?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Computer is an electronic
Yes, sir.
device. Computer is an electronic device. What it is going to do?
To perform
Calculate.
the different functions given by the user.
Others,
Calculation,
especially
sir.
girls, don't be idle. It's not examination, ma. You don't have any marks here. It's a one-to-one discussion.
Sir, it does calculation, sir.
It does calculations. Okay.
So
We are
that
not.
that
Huh?
can store information, find and arrange information.
So okay, it is going to store the information. Okay. Others. First line is
And
computer is
control
nothing
other
but
machines too.
computer is nothing but it's an electronic device. Nihal, one line you are told. It's an electronic device. I told. You told processes data, and it is going to do a few more things. It's an electronic device. Next, guys, computer is nothing but it's an electronic device. First, what it should do is it should accept the request from the user, right, or the input from the user, right? Correct. Hey, in YouTube, first you want to search, right? What you want to see? You want to see IPL highlights or any comedy clips? or any information about any place. Is it correct? Hey, once you start the computer, first what you should do, you should give the input, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Without input, how will the computer work? If you want to type something on your MS Word, one letter you want to type, first what you should do, you should give the input, right? So now I will tell you, a computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts the input from the user. Which accept the input from the user. After accepting the input, what it is going to do next?
So
Process,
it
sir.
will proceed for the calculation or solving the problem, sir.
So it's near to what I am supposed to say. A computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts input from the user. A computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts input from the user, processes it, processes. It is going to process the input. It is going to process the input. Next, computer is an electronic device which accepts the input from the user, processes it. Next, what it is going to do?
Output, sir.
Gives
Sir,
the
it gives the
output, sir.
output to the user.
It will give the output to the user, and it is going to store the output, and it is going to give the input, or it is going to directly give the output. Before giving the output to the user, it is going to store, or it is going to directly give.
It's going to store, then it will process.
Now, altogether, what is a computer? I will tell you, people. A computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts the input from the user. Computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts input from the user, processes it, stores the output, and gives the output to the user. That is nothing but your computer. Will you people agree with this definition?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Others?
sir.
Yes, sir.
If you people can agree, it's not textbook definition. It's an. If you people agree, just reply agree. See, it's not textbook definition what I have given or Wikipedia definition. It's how the normal we Indians speak, right? It's like I have clarified like that to you people. Textbook might have different answer. Textbook might have some good English words and other things. It might have a diagram. Guys, your computer or your laptop, your computer or your laptop or your desktop, guys, your laptop, desktop. So you might have seen your desktop or your laptop, right? So can you people see, guys, what we can do is we can broadly classify the generations of computer. Like today it is this stage, we are having minimum 4 to 8 GB RAM and 1 terabyte of hard disk. Minimum configuration. For our mobile only, we are having 4 GB RAM minimum configuration for today. 4 GB RAM and 64 GB ROM is our mobile capacity. Even for the laptop, the basic versions, guys, at least minimum laptop configuration another, it should be somewhere around 4 to 8 GB RAM and 64 to 128 GB ROM, read-only memory. That is the thing. Guys, when the computer was first invented in 1945, the first generation of computers, it was the first generation of computers, it was somewhere around, it lasted for the time duration from 1940 to 1958. 1940 to 1958 was the first generation of computer. 1948 to 1958 was the first generations of we have 4 generations. Now we are in the 4 generations of computers. Can you people imagine what would be the size of the computer? On the guess ಹೇಳಿ, sir, this would be the size. See, guys, when I was studying my BA from 2006 to 2010 in one of the good colleges, in one of the colleges in Bangalore, I'll confess, I studied my BE in Nagarjuna College and MTech from Reva. While we were studying in Nagarjuna, guys, our monitors were not the LED or LCD monitors what you are having. That were not the monitors. The flat panel monitors were not the. Were the monitors of huge thing. CRT monitors. Doom tara itta ittu. In 2006, what I'm speaking. Even you people might have seen this type of monitors, right? Now see guys, I don't want to go behind some for 20-30 years back, but just the difference. Now you people, if you can see, you people might be seeing this type of monitors, right? In your labs, I think in your CAD lab you
Yes.
might have seen this one. Or if you are having desktop computers, you can see this type of, you might be using this type of monitors. Okay. Guys, I'm not speaking about 10 years back. I am not speaking about something around 20-30 years back. See guys, 10 years back, we had the monitors like this. These were our monitors. While we were studying BE way back in 2006, I got my first computer in second year. That's in 2007 I got it. So these were the monitors what we had, guys. Now, is anyone using these monitors in any of the colleges or your domestic use? Or at least is anyone seen this monitor? Has anyone seen this monitor? Yes, in the computers. Has anyone seen this type of monitors?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
seen and used also.
Yes, sir.
Used also.
Okay, you might have used that one. But now, currently, are anyone using that one? 90%. Give me 90% probability. How many percentage of the population are, how many percentage using that one? What is the percentage people using those type of monitors? This one, what I showed you now. This type of monitors.
1%, sir.
1, 2, 3, maximum 10%, man. See, that's the technology, what it has grown. Now, I'm asking you people, the first generation from 1940 to 1958 or 1958 was the first generation of computers. Computers, see guys, one more thing. If you have read any quotes anywhere, if you have read any quotes anywhere, English quotes, Kannada, ಗಾದೆ ಗಾದೆ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. So, in English, there is one quote or a quotation. Dash is the mother of all inventions. What is the mother of all inventions actually?
Necessity, sir.
Necessity. Apart from necessity, precise ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. A majority of the, if you take flights, satellite, the computer, these were all invented. Why the flights were invented first? To carry the passengers or to carry the cargo or any other purpose?
Sir, curiosity. Curiosity is mother of all invention.
Curiosity. See guys, curiosity, everything is correct. Curiosity, necessity, everything is correct. But see guys, I feel majority of the inventions happened because of war. War is the mother of all inventions, guys. War is also one of the reason for all inventions. You take many things, guys. If you have studied in your 10th, 10 plus 2 and all, you might have read every line, right? In every subject. At the time of World War, this was implemented. At the time of World War One, this was implemented. At the time of World War Two, this was implemented. Have people came across that one?
Yes, sir.
Even guys, the computer first it was not invented for our purpose, for our entertainment, or for our banking sector or for education or anything. Computer was not at all invented for that one. computer was at the time of World War II. Computer was invented to make some calculations at the time of World War II. So, okay, invention, this one, necessity, curiosity, those are also one of the reasons for inventions. But major technology things or major changes occurred in the world because of the World War only, guys. Because of the war only. Now, coming to the topic, the first generation of computers, it was from 1940 to 1958. Okay, can you people guess what might be the size of the computer at that time? What might be the size of that computer?
Very huge, sir.
Very huge means is to like
A room size, sir.
Small room size.
Small
like it
room
was
size.
size of one cotton box or one room or one car. Guys, the earlier computers, the first generation computers were very huge. It was of a size of a room actually. One of your friend Kritika or someone told. It was occupying the entire room size. For that, now you people are using ICs and transistors and wires, right, for connections. At that time, they used to use vacuum tubes for connecting from the memory to the output unit to the input unit and all. And now you people are using a chip, right, to store what is the mobile. I think if I'm correct, is the memory card of our mobile having 1 TB capacity? Is our mobile memory card having the capacity of 1 TB TB?
No, sir. It's up to
No, sir.
GB. No, sir.
Most probably 64 GB or 128 GB, right?
Yes, sir.
But I have used 64 GB and I have used 1 TB hard disk. See, guys, to store one, that is to store 62 GB of data, we are using the minute memory card in our mobile. But to store only KB of data, kilobytes of data, they used to use magnetic drum. Like in our villages, we used to see that kerosene drum, right, or oil drums. A few people have seen that one. They used to use a thing called as a drum to store the data as a memory device. So I will show you the first generation of computer images. See, guys, this was the size of a computer actually. See, so this was the earlier computers, guys, first generation computers. So this is also one of the computer. This is also one of the computer. At the time in the first generation, everything was manually controlled, guys. To give the input, you were supposed to do some plugins. To go get the output, you were supposed to do some plugins and all. Okay. See here, the first generation computers, they used to use vacuum tubes for circuitry and magnetic drums for memory. They were very huge in size. They were huge in size. And one more thing, guys, come on, let me clarify me one thing. Your desktop consumes more memory or your laptop consumes more memory? Simple knowledge. I don't want many things to
Laptop.
discuss. Huh?
Laptop.
Alama, your consumes, which consumes lot of electricity? Sorry. Which consumes lot of electricity? Laptop or desktop?
Desktop.
Desktop.
Because it has many parts, right? In laptop means everything is assembled to a single thing. In laptop, in the desktop, what you are supposed to do is there will be a separate monitor, there will be a separate CPU cabin, there will be a keyboard, there will be a mouse. Okay, all the parts, what they do is they consume more. So if the parts are more, the consumptions will be more or the consumption will be less with respect to electricity. more the number of parts or huger the size of the device, it consumes more electricity, right? So first generation computer general ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, it was consuming more electricity or it was consuming less electricity? First generation
More,
of
sir.
More electricity, sir.
obviously it
More
was
electric.
consuming more
Obviously more,
electricity,
sir.
right? It was huger in size. It was using magnetic drums to store the data. It was using vacuum tubes. As the devices or the parts of the devices were very huge, it used to consume more electricity and more space. And the programmers were used to write the programs only in machine language. Machine language. In the further classes, most probably after 3 or 4 classes, we shall see what's machine language and what's assembly language. And it used to solve only one problem at a given time, guys. I'll give you just 2 minutes time, 2 or 3 minutes time. You just memorize these things. The first generation of computers, they used to use vacuum tubes. They were big in size. They were expensive, and they used to consume a lot of electricity. Just have a glance of these words and this diagram. You can see. So these are the diagrams. Obviously, they are using consuming more space and more electricity. Just memorize these lines. I'll give you 1 more minute of time. We are not in a hurry. Let's go slowly. And coming to the second generation of computers, so some modifications and some improvement. Some improvement was there compared to the first generation. The major changes happened in the second generation are, so transistors came into picture, guys. Earlier magnetic tapes were used, right? Earlier magnetic drums were used and vacuum tubes were used for connectivity. So here what they did was they brought transistors. So they brought transistors and magnetic tapes or magnetic discs were brought in for the purpose of storage. So major changes with respect to connectivity was, instead of transistors, they brought instead of vacuum tubes, they brought transistors, and instead of magnetic drums, they brought magnetic discs or magnetic tapes. And general thing, guys, as days goes on, if you see, as days goes on, the size of the computer, is it increasing or decreasing? Sunayadar. Thus, as days goes on, you people are there right now in second sem. By the time you people go to your final year, the size of your laptops, it will be decreased by 1 or 2%, or it will increase by 1 or 2%. Don't reply. It will decrease, the size of the laptop will decrease by 5%, or it will increase by 5%. The speed of the laptop of yours will increase by new laptops at that time by 2025. 2022 mobile laptop go, 2025 laptop go. Will there be any betterment or it will be downfall? Obviously, there will be there will be an advantage, right? Like it will be thinner than your laptops right now. The speed will be more. Whatever the cost it will be the same or it will be lesser. ಇವಾಗ ಮೊಬೈಲು 4 GB ರ್ಯಾಮು ಮತ್ತೆ 64 GB ರಾಮ್ ಇರೋ ಮೊಬೈಲು after 4 years, the same mobile, it will be more costlier or less costlier? The cost of the mobile will increase or decrease?
Decrease, sir.
Decrease, sir.
Decrease, right?
Decrease,
तो
sir.
size decrease आहोता है, cost decrease आहोता है, computation speed increases, speed of the device increases, speed increase आहोता है. Those are the things which happened in second generation also. First major changes, so two things, guys. One, instead of vacuum tubes, they brought in transistors. So transistors took the place of the vacuum tubes. Second one, rather than magnetic drums, magnetic tapes were used, and obviously was consuming less space, it was less costly, and it was consuming less electricity compared to the first generation. Okay, go through this one. And in the second generation, guys, the programming languages like Fortran and COBOL were introduced. These are the, in second generation, you don't want to remember anything. Few languages like Fortran and COBOL were introduced. That is the major point what you need to remember. And next other thing is, so transistors were used for circuitry, and magnetic tapes were used for storage. And in the first generation, machine language was the thing which was used, and here assembly language. See here, the size of the computers, transistor computers, it has been lessened. So see here, this is the first generation of computers. This is the first generation of computers. It was very huge. Now we are the second generation of computers here, which has little bit lesser size. Transistors have taken place. The role of vacuum tubes, magnetic tapes have taken the place of magnetic drums, and the new programming languages like Fortran and COBOL were introduced in the second generation. Okay, guys, are you people comfortable with this one? If you are comfortable, reply 1 and 2. First 1 and 2. If you are comfortable with the first generation and second generation, if you are not facing any difficulty, reply 1 and 2. Okay, majority have given the response. Let's go to the third generation. In third generation, what happens is the transistors will be replaced by ICs, guys. That is silicon chips. So the major change which happened in the third generation is, so the ICs were replaced with the transistors. So transistors were outdated. So what they did was they brought into ICs. So next what they did was they did one more invention. We can use store large memory in the magnetic disk. And obviously compared to the first and second generation, they are much faster, they are much smaller in size and very cheap. And in the third generation, what it was happening was it was very easy to write programs using high level languages. And the concept of operating system came into picture in the third generation, guys. and some input devices and the output devices were used to interact with the computers. And compared to the first and second generation, it used to consume less energy and it used to generate less heat, and maintenance cost was very low, guys. If we have huge devices, the maintenance cost will be more. As we are using very small dedicated devices, the maintenance cost will be less. So these are the few highlights of the third generation. Major highlight is input output devices were brought into picture. Input output devices were added here, and the ICs took over the place of transistors, and the memory space was increased. Yeah, memory size was increased, not the space. And we had many input output devices like the keyboards and mouses were keyboards mouses were introduced. So this is your third generation. So see here, this is the third generation computer. These are all the models for third generation of computers. So coming on to the fourth generation. So here the concept of microprocessors was included, guys. Now if you see, everything is on a single chip actually. If you take the laptop, everything is built on a single board, right? Mobile also. In mobile also there are no many other parts actually. Everything is built on a single board or a chip, what we call in our local language. Okay. So in the fourth generation, what happened was all the ICs, microprocessors, and all the components were placed on a single chip. Hence, the size is very small. So the major features were it had very good supercomputing power, and it could execute billions and billions of instructions in 1 second. And the storage capacity was increased to gigabytes and terabytes. That's actually the fourth generation is my generation from 2004, 2005 to 12, 13, 14, 15. And obviously they would be very small and very fast compared to the previous generations. And actually the concept of networks came into the picture in the third generation and fourth generation, guys. So moving to the fifth generation, we have very high speed computers. Everything is based on artificial intelligence. Now the input can be given through voice also, right? It can accept the voice, and parallel processing can be done. Parallel processing means we can execute more than one program at a time, guys. We can operate or we can work on more than one application at a time. Now in our mobile we can give the input through the language, right? So that is the gift of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Yes, guys. If we want to memorize the generations of computer, I don't want to name it as first generation, second generation, third generation. ಒಂದು 5 to 10 lines ಅಲ್ಲಿ if I want to conclude the generations of computer, first thing is the first generation's computers were very huge. They used to consume lot of electricity. This one vacuum tubes was used for connectivity. Everything was manual at that time. For to get the input, we were supposed to do connections. For the output, we were supposed to do connections and everything. And for the storage purpose, we used to use magnetic drums. Coming to the second generation, after 1955 to 1960, what the second generation mod brought a great change was the vacuum tubes, which were very huge. They were replaced with transistors, and the magnetic drums were replaced with magnetic tapes, and some languages like Fortran and COBOL, that is high level languages, they were implemented. And coming to the third generation, lot more improvement happened. The transistors were replaced with ICs, and new input devices and output devices were invented, and they started using those things. And that were the major changes in the third generation. And operating system, the concept of operating system was implemented. In the fourth generation, the concept of microprocessor and as all the parts on a chip came into picture. Those devices were very fast. And coming to the fifth generation, it's nothing but artificial intelligence and machine learning. We can, the human, it's like a computer only, guys. Computer is doing all the work of a human guy. If you say switch off the light, it is going to switch off the light in our houses. Switch off the fan, it is switching off the fan, right? Power on the TV, it's power on the TV. Power of the TV, it's doing everything, right? Have people experienced that one? If not in our houses, ads. Oh, TV ad alladru nodirtivala, this is happening anta. So these are the changes which took place over a period of 70 to 80 years. Earlier computers were very huge. They were of the size of our one room or one house. Now they are very delicate, just like our palm. This is something about generations of computer. Guys, if you are comfortable and if you got something about generations of computer, reply just GN, and definition of computer also. Computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts the input from the users, processes it, stores it, and give the output. Okay. Computer is nothing but it's an electronic device which accepts the input from the user, processes it, stores it, and it is going to give the output. Okay guys, thank you. Let's see the other things in the next class. I think tomorrow 5th hour I might be having the class, guys. Tomorrow 5th hour I might have the class. Some changes might happen in the timetable. So let us see. Okay. Okay guys, thank you all. People can leave and get ready for
Sir, please share this PPT with us. Sir, please share this PPT that you are showing on
Sure.
share screen in group. Okay, thank you.
See, don't worry about notes. Notes I have with me. PPTs I have, everything I have, don't worry. Before starting the subject, before streamlining the things with the people, I did not feel like sharing. Apart from that, nothing. Don't worry, Pushkar or any or CRs, especially CRs, because you will be the point of contact, right? Don't worry about the notes and other things. From your side, try to be attentive, try to grasp. Okay, guys, pandemic is there, network is not there, but we need to cope up, right? Don't worry, Pushkar. I will share everything to you, Pushkar. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.